What's good? I'm Scayos. Welcome to the studio tour with Homegrown. In sunny Los Angeles. Love that. This is my little home studio. This is where I make music. I have an Omnichord synth, which is really legit. This is from the 70s or 80s as well. It's really old and it's just so cool, man. It's like one of those iconic synths that were just used. Is it just you and me and the wreckage of the world? Favorite thing ever. This is my piano. It's a Yamaha U10A made in 1993, refurbished by this guy who didn't have a website. He didn't have much ways to contact him. If you know type guy. This is where I sit. This is where the boss man sits. You know what I mean? We got my computer that plugs into an Apollo X8. I have a little patch bay. For those who don't know what a patch bay is, this connects every piece of gear that I have in one place that I can route using quarter-inch cables and set up my signal that way. I got a couple synths. I got this really incredible Udo Super Gemini synth. Absolutely love it. This is what I use to make a lot of my ambient music, and it's just a good all-around synth. This is like my main synth that controls all my other synths via MIDI as well. So the other synths I have are the Mellotron. Absolutely love this one. It was used on so many songs. Beatles used it on Strawberry Fields, and now I use it to make some cool music as well. Nice. Have this Tube Tech compressor, which is a compressor. This was my dream compressor when I first got it. It's like so cool. It's super smooth. It's tubes. We love tubes. So this is the Onlade Magnetique. This basically takes any cassette I put into it and makes it a sampler instrument. So this has a choir sample on it and and I basically have 10 minutes of a choir sample on loop. And what I can do is each of these knobs play back this sample at a certain speed. And that speed changes the notes that it plays. The faster it plays it, the higher pitch the note. The slower it plays it, the lower pitch the note. And I can use these knobs to change what the speed is. It has 8 notes, so I can, for example, I could tune it to a major scale or a minor scale and use these to play this choir sample. Talk about my pedal board real quick. This is a really fun part of my workflow and my setup. I have a bunch of pedals that I store in here as well that I just swap in as needed. I have this Volante pedal, which is a really good Space Echo emulator. This was used on a lot of like songs that I made that I recorded in Seattle with Phil Eck. The Felt Like Forever EP was made with this. Michigan has these really cool like weird like jumps that happen halfway through the song in this like ambient layer, and that's me basically just like going and flicking this like speed knob and like making the little glitches go half time or double time. These are the pedals I use most frequently. These consist of the Mood, the Big Sky, the DD20 Giga Delay, and the Blooper. This is what I make a lot of my ambient music with. Like, I'll play piano, I'll send it to my computer, I will send it out from my computer into the pedal board and mess with it while I reamp it and re-record it in my software. A really cool thing about tape, apart from how degraded it sounds, is the fact that you can control the pitch of it. So let's say I'm like playing this thing, right? There's this pitch control that I can slow stuff down on, which physically changes how fast the cassette is playing back, which is really cool. And I can pitch it up as well. So this is my piano. This is recorded pretty up high. And this is like half speed. This is probably how I recorded it. This sounds like the original pitch. I can slow it down. It also has this like really subtle and beautiful like tape noise on it. This just like kind of sound. I think it sounds so pretty. I think cassettes and tape machines, like a lot of this technology like doesn't exist anymore, right? Like this was probably made in the 80s or the 70s. I don't even know when this Marantz machine was made, probably in the 90s or something like that. I feel like all this technology is so outdated and like not very many people use it anymore, but like it is so special and it just has this like bit of magic. I want to feel like I'm just like a kid playing with toys when I make music, you know what I mean? And like this type of stuff like really makes me feel like that. So this brings us to a little synth station, which is quite fun. My friend Jonathan Huber, big shout out to Hubie. He didn't have space in his studio because he just bought a Juno. So he was like, Shaan, do you want to have my synth? I'm not gonna say no letter for accept. And it's a really fucking good synth. It has this like mod matrix. So you can basically set up anything to be modulated by any LFO, any VCAs. It's really, really cool. I haven't used it as much now because I just got it the other day, but I absolutely love the synth. This is probably one of the coolest things in my studio, arguably. This is a drum kit sold to me by a very strange man on Craigslist. I got it for like $600 or $700, but it was like really, really cool. And yeah, he told me it's from the 30s. He told me that it was found in a school and they just didn't use it for years. And it's a kit between the 30s and that was made between the 30s and the 40s. Like, it's just completely like torn from it being used and abused for all these years. When I got it, it was actually broken. I had to fix the bottom of it and change the skin over there. But the tom is intact. The ride has like all sorts of blemishes on it, and like somebody drilled rivets in there themselves. I don't think this was done professionally or anything. And it's like a really nice sounding ride and crash. And lastly, we got my little Whirly as well, my little Wurlitzer. This is victim to the RF interference the most, but who can say no to a sound this pretty, you know what I mean? It's my Microscope camera. I can take really cool close-ups of my fingers. If you ever wanted to see what my fingers look like close-up on camera, now you can know. Look at that. These are my tattoos. Look at my hair. Look at that. Glorious. Hell yeah. My Microscope camera. I use this to look at bugs. It's pretty fun. Cool. And this concludes the episode of Studio Tour with Shaan, aka Scayos, aka one of my many names that I have. Oh, and you can get a little shot of those guitars that I have.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this and then do that.